Mickey Harte going to Derry.
Oh, Jesus.
That would be like Liam Sheedy going to manage Kilkenny.
Or Eamon O'Shea going in with Galway.
I'm joking. Like Derry and Tyrone are tipping Kilkenny in my eyes.
Yeah. Well, do you know this time last year, or maybe a little bit later in the year, when we saw Liam Cahill coming back from Waterford, like if that went the other way around, we'd be like, there'd be fire in our eyes seeing that. I don't know. Like, I mean, you even see Joe Brolly tweeting that this is worse than the plantation, or worst thing to happen is the plantation. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like we've definitely seen it before, where teams take over a county or actually, Joe, I think of Alex McLeish, who used to be over Aston Villa and then he took over Birmingham, and you're like, straight away, it's not going to work. Or Steve Bruce, who I know he's a Geordie, but he'd been over Sunderland and then he takes over Newcastle. Or Rafa Benitez. He's obviously a Liverpool legend and he takes over Everton. And you're almost like, straight away, people are frustrated. And do you know another thing that I've seen a lot of? Like, people are within Derry, they look at why Rory Gallagher had to leave, and it was because of the allegations of the abuse that his former wife had put out there. And then I see an awful lot of people tweeting about the fact that Mickey Harte had written a character reference for somebody who basically got, they were in court for a sex allegation as well. So there's a lot of reasons why straight off the bat, people kind of almost there's bad feeling before you start. So if things start to go awry in any way, and this is before you even talk about the style of football that Mickey Harte goes with, people are almost straight off the bat willing this to fail, Gary.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I wouldn't say it's an anti-Derry thing, but I think it kind of is, and it does come around the style of football and maybe this Derry reputation. But look, I'm not going to get into, I suppose, anything about Rory Gallagher or Mickey Joe, but what I will say is I think the best part of this, and whoever the loud PRO is, they need to have a pint bought from at the weekend.
He's actually one of my friends that I went to college with.
You're joking, because it was the best piece of, I won't say it's ex-housery I've ever seen by a county board. It was brilliant, because I'd imagine they weren't expecting that, because I don't think a county board would let the PRO tweet that and announce it for another county. So for me, that was absolute dynamite. So whoever he is, shake his hand from it.
Yeah, because I even heard Peter Fitzpatrick talking on LMFM, he's the county chairman, saying that Mickey Harte said that he's going to go to Derry for 3 years and he wants one last tilted win in All-Ireland. So he's not just going there for the good of his health. It's almost like, to be fair, he was kind of, I'm not saying that he hadn't had plenty of opportunity with Derry, but he probably was burned by being pushed out the door. Feels now there's an opportunity to win one more All-Ireland. So I'm sure he'd be absolutely delighted with that.
And I suppose it's hard for Louth, but in fairness, he got them up to Division 2 within one place to get into Division 1, got them into the All-Ireland series, competed pretty well, got blown out by Kerry in their last game, and they did all that without their best forward, Kieran Byrne. You're thinking, God, if Byrne was back next year, could they find another level? But then, look, when Derry come calling an All-Ireland contender, even though they're the bitter rivals of your native county, that must have been some conversation to have with Gavin Devlin. To think, geez, if we go to Derry and win an All-Ireland at Tyrone's expense, what will we be treated like? So you got to say that almost to do it.
And Gavin Devlin is training. Is it his home club? Yeah, he's training. No, I think he's training his home club in Tyrone, Ardbow. And I've seen reports that Chrissy McCaig, who is of course one of the key men for Derry, is coaching there as well. Yeah. So you can see how the links would happen anyway. But look, let's hope that Derry face Tyrone next year. We all want that.
Did Tyrone get relegated in the league, did they?
Let me just check.
Derry got promoted anyway.
Let me just check and make sure.
Remember.
Okay.
You can be bloody sure the Ulster Championship, Derry Tyrone, is going to be the two hot balls in the first round, so.
So Derry got promoted, and Tyrone have stayed up, so they will face each other in the league.
At least once, so.
We can't wait for that one. Lads, been a brilliant show as always, and we'll be chatting in again next week. Enjoy all the games of the weekend, lads. Chat to you soon.
Lads, take care.